You're live.
Oh yeah, hey, you're live too.
Wow.
Good job.
Are y'all live? I see two people are live.
We know Frank's live. Hey Frank.
Hey, Frank.
You first one, buddy. Yay! You don't win nothing.
You get to see the hillbillies.
Oh well, that's
Yay.
like winning the lottery, right, Frank? You agree?
Who's with Frank? Who's number 2? Love people that are on here and don't speak.
Yeah, they're stalkers.
I know. It's probably family.
Probably.
We
know of a couple that do that.
Oh, I know several of my family. I found out at family reunion. And I'm like, seriously? You watch us? One cousin was like, I just like to watch you. I think it's neat to watch you on TV. And I'm like, okay. Yeah.
Your family don't have a lot to do sometimes.
They don't. Just like us. We don't have a lot to do.
No, nothing. Hardly ever.
Hey, we got 3 on here.
Yay.
Still Frank's the only one that said hello.
And then I think he
left.
I think he passed out after he said hello.
Oh, we're up to 9. Still nobody saying hello. Well, Frank, we appreciate you. Hello. Hey, Howard Moses from Chattanooga. Good to see you. Oh, there they come.
There's everybody.
Yay. David and Jim. Everybody's coming from Tennessee today.
Oh, Elrad. Hey, bud.
Hey, Elrad. We're so glad you decided to say hello. We could pressure you into it.
Hey, you gotta make it how you can do it, That's
right. Hello, Bill.
Hey, Bill. Hey, bud.
Oh, Frank had to drag the dog down the stairs.
I don't know about that, Frank. Hey, we enjoy it, Elrad. It's kind of fun. It's kind of taxing, but it's fun. We enjoy interacting with you guys and talking to you almost live. I'm sure there's some delay here, but it's still cool.
Well, Tony, aren't you just the lucky one? I would love to be in Grand Canyon. That's awesome. Jealous, okay? Jealous much. And Lee Cook, I would love to be in South Dakota. Hey.
She wants to be anywhere but West Virginia.
Yeah, I just want to go travel. I want to go out west. I haven't been farther than Oklahoma. That's as far west as I've been.
No.
No?
No. We were farther west in Texas.
Oh, were we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, anyways. Texas, Oklahoma. I haven't got to be out to Arizona, New Mexico, and all that.
This is the woman that never gets to travel.
Oh, hush.
We were gone for an entire week 2 weeks ago. We were gone for a long weekend last weekend.
I know, it was nice. But where were we?
But she never.
Where were we?
She never gets to travel.
Where were we?
Where are we going to be in 2 weeks?
Where were we?
We're going to be gone for a very long weekend 2 weeks from now. So.
All right.
But she never gets to travel. I never take her anywhere.
He doesn't. I usually go with my sister-in-law. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, there's Mama. Hey, Mama.
Hey,
518
look at her.
Mobile RV Repair.
518 Mobile RV Repair.
Hello.
We're doing great.
We are doing great.
Whereabouts are you at? 518 Mobile RV Repair.
Oh, Frank, that's
puppy.
Cool. Big puppy or little puppy?
She goes upstairs but not down.
Upstate
New York. All right. Awesome.
Glad to have you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Several things we want to talk about tonight. The biggie is the show in Hershey, PA next month. The largest RV show in America is at Hershey, Pennsylvania, September 11th through the 15th. And we will be doing a meetup with the Hillbilly Haven community on Friday, September the 13th.
Friday the 13th, y'all. You can't forget it. Had you thought about that?
No. Yeah, it's gonna be spooky.
It's going to be spooky. Friday the 13th. Yeah. 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 That too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my mom's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna be having a meetup on mom's birthday. She won't be there.
No, she won't.
She's not allowed to leave West Virginia. It's courts and all that. It just stuff happens.
She gonna kick you, Mama. You can wear him out. He's your son.
Hey, court orders are court orders. I mean, I can't help.
Hello, John and Brian and Bob.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad you love his videos. I'm glad he explains things to you. Yeah, it's cool.
What was the old kids show where a guy was like, I can see you out there, Elrad and Jim.
That was
Old Broad.
That
actually, I'm just gonna mention you, Old Broad, and that's her name. So I got notes. It was about a comment you made.
romper room. You're right, Frank, and it wasn't a him, it was a her, and she was looking in the magic mirror, and she'd say, "I see Billy, and I see Susie." Yeah, she never said my name though, and that's what upset me.
Mrs. Hillbilly.
I never got my name called.
Oh, that's hard to believe.
I know it is.
Yeah, Old Broad 7672. She commented on a video recently about. I said I didn't even realize I said how short my brain is because I can't remember nothing, and she seemed to have the same problem, which I thought was funny. So yeah, see, I had you right here in my notes. I got a kick out. I didn't even remember saying that, and I didn't even catch it when I edited the video. I didn't pay attention to it because I kind of always said that because my brains don't work very good sometimes.
What area do you work on RVs?
What area?
That's what it says.
Southern West Virginia.
Which is near Beckley.
Yeah, very near.
Very near Beckley. Yeah.
Like super near Beckley.
Are they thinking alike, Gold Broad? I don't think they're working.
I think they're working. They're all working incorrectly about the same.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. Yeah. I got a kick out of it when you said that. But like I said, I didn't remember saying it.
Hey, Tom and Julie in Southern Missouri. Hi, Cam. Yeah.
From the sheets.
And Elrad said if we'd fly him out, he'd bring donuts.
Man.
Yeah.
That's tempting.
Yeah.
We could send our private aircraft down there to get
Oh,
him.
we could. That pallet one you just built with the welded in aluminum seats.
Yeah. One I made out of discarded pallets.
Yeah.
What do you think? Y'all, you interested?
Elrad, you right?
Huh? Well, it's self-flying. We'll send it to get you, and it'll fly you back here. How do you think?
Yeah.
And you can bring donuts.
You have to sign the wafer, though.
Yeah, you got to sign that waiver before you get on it. Maybe best to just ship the donuts up here by UPS. Just before you get on the plane, just ship the donuts, and then we'll see you when we get here. We'll save you a donut.
Oh my!
So,
yeah, a pallet jet. Have you not seen them, Cam?
Yeah, pallet jet.
That's right. Yeah. Oh. Well, that's a shame.
That's hard to believe.
If you came on, we left Thursday. We left Friday. Yeah. So if you
we were out of town.
We were out of town.
Yeah. And I'm trying to really work 4 days a week. I'm only working Monday through Thursday. I'm trying to cut back. The old Hillbilly's getting aged, and he ain't aging gracefully neither.
He falls not very graceful either.
I don't bounce as my dad says I don't bounce as well as I used to. And
Yeah.
he's right. I don't bounce as well as I used to.
Yeah. What type of motorcycle did you ride down, Jim?
A new one.
I know, but what type of new one?
A
From
new one.
Latrobe, Pennsylvania.
A new one.
I bet it was a hog. What do you think? It could have been a Goldwing.
Could have been a Goldwing.
Could have been. Yeah.
Hard to say.
We'll find out. I bet Jim will tell us.
I bet he will.
I bet he will too. Yeah.
Yesterday's video. Can anybody tell me? Oh, an Indian pursuit.
That's cool.
Nice.
My brother-in-law had Indian. Yeah.
Yesterday's video. Going crazy. Probably as of right now, it has 9,000 views.
Never had that.
Had 8.4 a few minutes ago, and it's still getting 100 views an hour. What was it about that video? Did anybody notice anything? Because I have no idea. That's probably one of the best performing videos I've ever had. That's the one where that escalated quickly. Where I went to work on a water heater and ended up working on everything but the water heater, really. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I would love to be able to duplicate that, but I don't know.
What did you like?
Yeah. What was it about? Does anybody notice or know why everybody liked that? I don't know, Elred. I don't know, buddy. You don't act like you want to commit.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He
All right.
said, if I can get home safe with the work van, I can get there safe with your tin can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he does. And he's going to bring some Timbits. They're the lifeblood and the mainstay pastry of Canada. Never heard of them. Canada's someplace I'd like to go to. Not the Falls. Been there, done that, and almost got left on the other side because
we were with an idiot.
No, we weren't with an idiot. They wanted to know why we were only in Canada for
and
3
we were
hours.
An idiot. He got smart with the border patrol, and they almost didn't let us back in America. We almost became a Canadian.
Canadian, eh? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cam says that happens more frequently than you think. About the video or that things escalate quickly?
I'd say things escalating. Oh, there we go. Old Broad got it. You're trying to get your noggin into a tight spot, tight space.
Yeah.
And they're donut balls. Yum.
So like donut holes. We call them donut holes there.
Yeah.
But they're just donut ball.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, escalates quickly. Yeah, that one did. Yeah, that that converter. What was? I don't remember. It was putting out what, like 9 volts or something. Yeah, it was struggling. But that thing had a mouse nest that you couldn't get in both hands, right on top of it, and that's where the air goes in. So everything that came out of the mice went right in that converter. It did not like that. No, it did not like that. So yeah, I would just love to know why that video has 9,000 views in less than 36 hours. But I can't figure it out. I don't know. The YouTube algorithms are something that stumps everybody. Oh yeah, the meet and greet while we're at the Hershey PA show will be on Friday the 13th between 1 and 2 p.m. That is going to be in the hallway outside of the rink. I'm assuming that's a skating rink. Apparently they play hockey there. So I'm sorry. Go eat your supper.
Eat your supper, fly over, come back.
It's
We'll
just
fly on over. Yeah.
It's just mouses and what comes out of mouses. I mean, come on.
He didn't really say what came out.
I did not.
He just said the mouses and what comes out.
What comes out of mouses.
Yeah. So they could have been eating their dinner. Look, it's Debbie Kakuta the Cuz. Hey, Debbie Kakuta. We're glad you and Tom decided to join. I hope Laura's with you as well, and you all are all doing fine.
There's cousins in here. There's my
Mama's in here. Yeah.
And all you fine folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fickle.
Yeah.
I really struggled with water heaters this year. Yeah, every time I go to work on a water heater, it's not just a simple water heater fix, seems like. Fry's RV's not in here yet, is he? Yeah, he was. He on that video. He said, "I appreciate you showing how hard it is to get to those heating elements sometimes on those Atwood water heaters. They are a nightmare when they hide that water heater back in a crazy compartment, and then you have to try and get in there to get that heating element out. It is a nightmare."
Well, Rad, you about made me spit my water. Mice just want to be warm and have a home and something to chew on. Who are we to deprive them of that? All mice matters. I'm sorry. I just took a drink and that popped up. About lost it.
Good job, Elray. He's always good for a laugh.
Yes, he is.
I need you to write my scripts for me, all right? Maybe all my videos will get 9,000 views.
Sorry,
36
I'm bumping
hours.
the table, making y'all seasick.
Oh, and that same video, because now a lot of times I've started telling you where I'm at, what campground I'm in, and all that. People say, pan around, show us the campground. Well, I did, and all y'all had to say was how unlevel all them campers was. No. The campers were level. The earth is unlevel in West Virginia. Yeah, that's just typical, people. I don't think any of those campers need to be leveled. They're in West Virginia. That's how they set. One side's always higher than the other.
That's why we walk with a limp. Especially Dominic with their square hole in the furnace casing. Against the wall and into the fan. Nice, friendly, and pays the bills. Good design.
Yeah, they sure do. I love mice and bees and
mud
daubers, and people ask me all the time, how do I keep the vermin out? I was like, oh, don't do that. I'll go broke.
And the little itty bitty tiny bugs that get inside of the little bitty itty bitty tube in the furnace that causes problems.
Yeah. No, Frank. No, okay. The camera wasn't unlevel. It's the earth in West Virginia, and
Hillbilly might have been unlevel.
Yeah, I might have been unlevel.
Yeah. So the camera would have been unlevel.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
Mountain cows.
Good evening, Mike.
One way around the hill. Yeah, that's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see our hillsides.
As long as Lippard's around, I'll be fine. Well, you got that right. You know what scares me though? Lippard is practically monopolizing the RV business. If they ever go broke, the RV business is hurt because they are buying everybody. They're buying everybody. So if they ever go broke, it's going to be bad for the RV business. All right. Yeah, it's against code. It's against the RV technician code anyway. I one time, long time ago, when I worked for the dealership, got about 3 gallons of mud daubers and bees nests out of a furnace. It was insane. I started putting it in a bucket, and if I got a bucket, and that bucket was over half full when I got everything out of that furnace that I could get. I'm sure I didn't get them all, but that was crazy. That was the worst one I ever seen. That thing was full of stuff. And I wondered why it was so heavy when I pulled it out, and then then I figured it out. Yep, old broad. Sounds like you're perfect for West Virginia.
Yeah. Good evening, Jerry. We're glad to see you here tonight.
Yeah. Hey, Jerry. Whiskey City, Lawrenceburg, Indiana.
What whiskey's created in Lawrenceburg? That's not Beam. Beam is Kentucky, right?
Yep.
I bet Jerry will tell us here in a minute.
He will.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like learning new things. Yeah.
Oh, how many of y'all watched that short video I done a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, maybe, when my on Seagram's?
Oh,
Indiana. Okay. When I shredded that V-belt, or not the V-belt, the serpentine belt on my van. Yeah. If any of y'all have been through here, which the gentleman that come through here on the motorcycle, if he came across I-64,
he did. He went 1977.
Oh, okay. Route 64 between it comes from Interstate 81 out at Lexington, Virginia, and goes through West Virginia all the way to St. Louis, Missouri. But just before you get into Beckley, there's a mountain, Sandstone Mountain. It's
10% grade.
9 or 10% grade for 5 miles, and that's where I destroyed that belt. Luckily, I was very near the top of it. The van got really hot before I could get finish getting up the mountain and get off the interstate on a somewhat safe place to work, because I was there for like 3 hours changing that belt, which I did have a spare one in the van, but it was
Boy Scout.
But it was a used one.
Doesn't matter. It got you home.
It got me home, and it got me to several jobs. And then I was like, man, I'm scared of that belt. So I went and bought a brand new one and did it all over again in the garage. And it still took me almost 3 hours, even with the lift, to get that belt changed. But I have a brand new one on it now, and I've got a brand new spare in the van, ready to go if it ever happens again. So yeah, it could have been a lot worse. But yeah, any of y'all been across I-64? Well, I know you have. Any of you out there in YouTube land?
Anybody come up to I-64 up to Sandstone into Beckley?
Interesting, very interesting fact. Detroit used to come down here with vehicles and test them on that mountain. They used to take the vehicles all the way out west to go across passes across the Rocky Mountains to test their vehicles. But once they finished I-64, they would come here, which was a lot closer. Still do. Mm-hmm. I just don't see them like we used to.
No.
Because
they come in special covered.
Oh, yeah.
You don't see what they are. You don't know what they are. They're covered.
If you've ever seen those pictures on the internet of cars, they're like covered with a whole bra with crazy patterns, so you can't even get pictures of it. That's what they would come in, and they would be a lot of times, if it was like a pickup or an SUV, they would be pulling a box trailer with another one in the box trailer, and they would pull the box trailer with the other vehicle in the back up and down the mountain. until they got all the data they wanted out of that one, and then they would switcheroo, put that one in the trailer, get the one out of the trailer, and run it up and down the mountain. It was pretty cool. It really piqued my interest, and so much so that finally one day I saw some of them sitting beside the road, and I pulled over. I'm like, "Hey, what are y'all doing?" And they told me, and they let me look into vehicles and everything, because the whole inside of the vehicles were just computers, just wall to wall. There was a place for the driver. This camera's backwards. There was a place for the driver, and the rest of the inside of the vehicle was just covered with computers and wires and sensors and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool.
Hello from Zion National Park, Bruce Gilbert. Love to be there. See, there's another place. Frank says the next thing's going to be the tensioners going to
go. Yeah. Well, I've replaced all that stuff a couple times.
Oh, Frank, you drive a tractor trailer now, or you used to drive a tractor trailer? He's been across it many times with his semi.
Okay. So yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Grandma's in White Silver Springs was swapped out.
Where did you eat, Greg? What was the best breakfast around? Wonder where you ate.
At Grandma's in White Silver Springs.
Oh, where was Grandma's? In the 80s and 90s. I wonder if it's the Cooks now.
Well, we didn't stop in White Sulphur Springs a whole lot, 80s and 90s. We was like, straight past there and heading
to Winchester, Virginia.
Winchester, Virginia, or Beckley, West Virginia.
Beckley, West Virginia. Yeah.
Yeah. Tony,
we're glad to have you, bud. And he'll keep them coming as long as I allow him. I'm joking.
Western Kentucky area.
Yeah. How far will you travel to work on a unit?
Not too far. I stay within a 1 hour radius of Beckley.
Grandma's truck stop. Frank retired in 2018.
Okay.
There's somebody dumb enough to take the job of driving a prototype up and down a steep hill.
Oh yeah, they did it constantly. Like I said, I don't see them like I used to, or maybe they don't camouflage them anymore. I don't know. Because back in the day, like I say, they were camouflaged, and that's what I should have said. And yeah, I thought it's pretty cool, because I mean, it seems like it would be like 5 or 6 of them come in here, and they'd be here for like a week, just driving up and down that mountain, and then they'd come to Beckley and spend the night, and they'd go back, and they'd just drive up and down that mountain all day long. I thought it was pretty cool.
The Google says that flyover is 2,100 miles from the brake check at Sandstone Mountain. Well, the Google is going to be right. Yeah. Not going to mislead you in any way. Our Google was lost this weekend.
Oh my goodness.
Didn't know where she was going. She hadn't a clue. She had us lost. We knew where we were going, and she had us lost.
Yeah, we were up in northern West Virginia, middle of nowhere, and our Google she was lost. Just like she said, it was crazy. We should have known.
Drop 77 at White Sulphur Springs and Pier 77.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, with this tractor trailer.
Yeah, probably the Go Mart on Harper Road, back to West Virginia too. I bet you.
Pier 77. Where was Pier 77? I remember the name, but
how's the young man that used to help me, Jerry? That was Cameron, and I assume Cameron's okay. We don't cross paths very often.
He's working. He's actually a contractor. He's doing what he wants to do.
Yeah,
or wanted to do.
Carpenter.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill. We lived in Winchester, Virginia for 13 years.
Sure did.
We was right in your neighborhood.
And I knew some carpers from Winchester, Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure did. Pete and Becky.
For her on 95. Yeah, we're not on I-9.
No,
Yeah, northern West Virginia, Frank. Yeah,
we were up at Canaan Valley.
Canaan Valley, middle of nowhere.
Yes,
Oh,
it is
yeah,
way
Greg.
much better,
Way
Greg.
much better. We did that too, buddy, because we lived in Winchester, Virginia when they finished I-64. So, hey, Dave from Parkersburg,
Mhm.
a fella hillbilly.
Yeah.
2 GPS systems on phone with maps app on start and pay for maps and still get lost.
No, that's bad, old brother.
That is bad.
Pier 77 was on the left in front of the motel before they built the Gilmore. Oh, I knew that name. That's where the Checkmark Club and all that was
The
at.
check mark. Boy,
Yeah, that
hadn't
was a
heard
long
that.
time ago.
Yeah, I hadn't heard that in forever.
Yeah, that's
The
where that.
check mark club.
Yeah,
Wow.
because it was there where the Go Mart
Yeah.
is. Checkmark was.
I hadn't heard that in
Well, when he said
decades.
the motel before they built the Go Mart, yeah, the Checkmark Club.
Yeah, we knew a lot of people from Gore too.
Mm-hmm.
I worked at Stewart M. Perry Stone Quarry, and a lot of the people that worked there lived in the Gore area, and Berkeley Springs, and in the Winchester area. But, yeah, it's good. A lot of good memories. That's where our kids were born, Winchester, Virginia.
Hawks Nest had a good Civil War museum behind it. Behind it? I know, that's what I'm thinking.
I've been to Hawks Nest several times, but I don't remember a Civil War museum. There's going to be a whole bunch of YouTubers doing meetups at the Hershey show. I was kind of hoping they'd be in here tonight. Camping with the Confers. Does anybody watch their YouTube channel? They do a RV travel channel, and they actually commented on a recent video and said that they were going to be at the Hershey show, and they'd hope they'd run into us. And
Your mom has.
they, as a matter of fact, they have the meetup the hour before ours, which is Friday the 13th between 1 and 2. Theirs is Friday the 13th between 12 and 1. So, and in the same hall, which they say it's the hall just outside the rink. Yeah.
I went to ABC, Dave.
Yep.
I sure did. And Debbie, I hate that. I really do. That's crazy.
Well, it's not my fault, Debbie. You can't blame me.
He's so sweet, he made your tooth fall out.
Are you a West Virginia girl now? Your teeth fell out. That's what happens to all the girls in West Virginia. Their teeth fall out.
Wait a minute. I have all mine.
Maybe you ain't a West Virginia girl.
I'm not. I'm from Winchester, Virginia. That's where I was born. That's where I was adopted. Ask my siblings. They'll tell you that. Right, Debbie?
Oh, yeah.
Come on down.
Come on. I'll fix it. I can fix anything.
You might not like what he does.
I can fix everything but a broken heart.
Bill Hilly is not a tooth fairy.
No, he's
he
not.
is a fairy, though.
Funny enough,
he is a fairy.
Funny enough, under his hat, he's got pointy ears.
Yeah, he is a fairy.
I think they used that same doll for several different purposes.
Yes.
That, surprisingly enough, is actually an antique Japanese doll, because I could not find a hillbilly doll anywhere except on eBay, and I paid way too much for that antique Japanese hillbilly doll, but it was the only one I could find on the planet. I couldn't find a hillbilly doll. It shocked me.
Put some Dicor. There you go, Deb. Get you some Dicor. Have Tom pop the top and and put that tooth right back on there.
Yeah.
You can probably get it in the tone of your teeth even.
Yeah. White or colonial.
Or antique or whatever.
Like mine. My teeth are colonial.
Yeah. Well, you're old.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So Greg says you have to walk behind the gift shop and up the hill, and they have a kind of Civil War battle stuff there from the retreat of the Southern Army across the river.
Huh. We'll have to check that out, Greg.
We will. I mean, I grew up, and I spent a lot of time at Hawk's Nest.
She worked there.
I worked at the country club. I didn't work at the
you worked at Hawk's Nest?
Yeah.
Country
But I
club.
worked Hawk's Nest was another mountain over.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just worked at the Hawk's Nest Country Club.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a long, long time ago. Yeah. When I was young. Yeah.
That video where I probably broke that aerator and fixed that door. Y'all really had some really good comments on that video. That aerator was working when I left, so I don't really know. I got it back together, but I'm fairly certain I broke it. But like I said,
You broke what?
that aerator.
I missed that one.
I can't help
I'm
that.
going to have to go and watch that video.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And those sliding doors are just garbage in these RVs. They've been an issue ever since they come up with that dumb idea. Because they always come unhooked and they start sliding around when you're driving. And yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting too. I'm sure probably a lot of y'all watch Keep Your Daydream. Mark put that camera inside the Airstream a few videos ago and went down the road. Man, that thing was taking a beating. I mean, and Airstreams ride really well, and his truck setup is good. He's got the airbags and everything. I'm sure it rides really good. But I tell you what, that thing was taking a beating going down the road. So can you imagine what some of these other campers look like going up down the road? So ain't no wonder they fall apart inside.
Rolling earthquakes. You're right, Greg.
Yeah, Frank, we don't have one in, buddy. I went to Lowe's and they didn't have a single one. Not a single aerator or sprayer head for one of those pull-out faucets. Nothing. Rolling earthquakes. Yeah, you got that right, Greg.
I just said that.
Oh, okay. I wasn't listening to you.
Y'all heard it. He said it. He ain't listening to me.
What?
Yeah.
Did you say something?
Yeah. Yeah, I said something. So Dave's mom was from Hinton. Honaker was her name. He loves Greenbrier County. I like Greenbrier, but I love Pocahontas County. It's probably my favorite. Although Canaan Valley, that was absolutely gorgeous.
Upshur, Tucker?
No, it's
Upshur.
Randolph County. That was gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah, Greg. Yeah. Yeah, like saying that Airstream probably has torsion. Does his have torsion axles or springs? I don't remember now. But anyhow, boy, it looked rough. I was glad he did that. So that was eye-opening, I thought. Oh, let me see here. Let me go to page 2 of my notes.
Man, you were busy while I was doing dishes.
Well, yeah.
Mm.
Oh, how about that short video I did? Was that last week that it came out? Or I showed you the color of that shower surround. Was that not crazy? How much that
surround changed.
That surround changed colors, the sink, the thermostat. I got to looking when actually going out of the camper, and all the plastic was that same color except the toilet. The toilet was white, but all the other plastic in that thing uh, was yellow, colonial, or yeah. I mean,
I
pretty
told him
crazy.
it looked like someone smoked in it. That's what it looked like to me, like
they
nicotine.
usually smell like they've been smoked in. That one did not. It was musty. It's been wet, but it smelled musty. But it didn't smell smoked in. I just think it was. I just think it was just discolored over the years. It was almost 20 years old, and so yeah. Cam, yes,
We are near the Tamarack.
yes. Uh, Yeah, I just thought that was such a good example though. When I took that handle and that cover off to access that faucet, and I mean, as soon as I pulled it off, it's like, ooh, look at that. That shower used to be white. It is not white anymore. I've seen that before, but I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen one that evenly discolored. The sink, the shower, the whole shower surround uh, was perfect. It was just all the same color.
Yeah, because you even panned out into the hallway and the light fixtures, everything around it was yellow.
Yeah.
Elrad wants to know what year was it?
For
that camper you're talking about.
it was around it was the early 2000s. I'm not really sure. Well, Douglas, that's I hate you can't make it to Hershey. Well, I hope somebody shows up though. Somebody besides me and Mrs. Hillbilly.
That's all right. We'll have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be looking at campers.
Yeah.
And all of the stuff that goes with campers.
Well, Tony and Tanya are supposed to be there.
From VLRV.
Yeah, they're supposed to be there. So
yeah.
So yeah.
Emerald green. Wow. And I like Greg says his bright red Winnebago oxidized. Now it's pink. They buffed it and waxed it in May of this year. Wow. 2014, we buffed, rubbed, and waxed it every year. Wow. So your bright red is now pink.
Wow. Maybe you buffed it and rubbed it too much. What?
Oh, okay. Elrad says up in Canada where he lives, it takes 30 plus years for them to start oxidizing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe the heat, the sun has a lot to do with it because the sun in Canada is not as direct as it is down here. Because I tell you, we can usually tell one when I see an RV that's not very old, 10 years or so, that is just faded. The cheap vinyl decals are coming off, and everything's faded. Even the data tag on the left front of the RV is faded where you can't see it. Usually, if you ask, that RV's been in Florida for most of its life, and so the sun really kills them. And the closer you are to the equator, the worse it is.
60-mile-per-hour paint job coming up.
Yeah, and I bet they get cooked in Arizona too.
Yeah.
Yeah. When FEMA during Hurricane Katrina, FEMA bought hundreds of thousands of RVs, and of course they had the extra. They had the extra formaldehyde put in those ones, and they all sat down there. Most of them sat in big parking lots down there in Louisiana and never even got sent out to be used by people. And then they sold those things. And boy, those things were in horrible shape. They had practically melted inside. All the vinyl was coming off the paneling, the trim. the curtains and stuff were, a lot of those
Dry
are
rotted.
not sewn. They're glued. All the curtains were falling out of them because the glue had just melted. Yeah, it was pretty crazy when we started seeing those things, how much damage that heat and sun did, because they stored them down there for what, 7 or 8 years before they finally decided to sell them off. Sold off 200,000 of them or something.
Yeah.
So and we still see those things. I still see them. I go in those campgrounds, and I still see some of them old FEMA units.
Thank you, Dave. We really appreciate you enjoying his videos.
Yeah. You're the guy that watches my videos.
He is the guy. The guy.
The guy.
We appreciate it.
And speaking of the guy and the gals, I really appreciate y'all going to my Amazon store and buying stuff when you're going to buy stuff anyway. That helps out a lot, and it doesn't cost you anymore. That always amazes me how many of y'all go and buy stuff from my Amazon store. So,
yeah, they didn't have water tanks.
no,
They didn't have black tanks
no
either.
water tank, no
black tank?
no gray tank.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them had residential toilets. Most of them had residential refrigerators, and very few windows.
They had
and
one or two.
And no stripes, no awnings, plain Jane.
White with blue writing.
Cavaliers. But they had all that extra formaldehyde in them, which made up for not having black tanks, gray tanks, water tanks, because they just poured extra formaldehyde in those ones just to make everybody in Louisiana sick. That was their whole. But
they're still there, Kenny. There are still thousands of those sitting in Georgia rotting.
Yeah, well, they didn't. I mean, people bought those things. People bought those things by the thousands, and they didn't sell them all. Sometimes too. Like I said, they sold. I looked it up when I did, because I did a video on FEMA units a couple years ago. When I was doing my homework for that, I forget how many hundreds of thousands of them the federal government bought, and like I say, like 200,000 of them never even got used, and they sold those. I don't know if they went to auction or they just sold them, but people went down there and bought them things by the thousands, and then they had a hard time selling them. Because really, unless you were just going to put it on a river lot or like around here, like a long-term campground or something, who wanted those things? Because they weren't really a camper. Because they didn't have a lot of stuff that campers have.
Yeah. LRAB wants you to do show some tool setups you made in your work van.
You always want to see him master keys, LRAB. What's your fascination with the master keys?
He can't get them, okay?
It's just an big old gob of old keys that I've collected for 30 years.
Bye, Tim. Thanks for stopping by, bud. Back river floods in Marietta.
Pay the ransom I escape. Well, that's good, Red, because I wasn't going to pay it.
Hey, Red, I would pay it for you, bud. I would. I'd even send you a pizza when I'm paying it, too, because I know you like your pizza. Yeah. Yeah. So, back river floods. Yeah, you did in Marietta.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, we had flooding in the springtime, but let me tell you what, guys, it is dry and hot.
Yeah. And LRAD, I did video tour of just the outside boxes on my van, and I mean it was early on, but nope. I mean it was early on. I mean I weren't getting a lot of views on the videos, no how. But yeah, nobody watched that video. It's in my library. Search it.
Yeah, but it didn't have your master keys in it. Hello.
I might have showed the pocket in the door they were in. Yeah, Elrad, look that video up. Just go to my YouTube channel and look up van tour or something like that.
Way to go, Red. That sounds like a plan, bud. We'll come out to California. I'll take the bail money, and me and you'll get some pizza. Hey, Mr. Fry.
Mr. Fry's in here. He watched it. I'm assuming the van tour video. I'm sorry. Sorry, Mr. Fry. you endured that, because that was one of my early videos, because people wanted a toolbox tour. Toolbox tour.
Man,
been in here almost an hour. I can tell.
Yeah.
And I never did do a toolbox tour, because I mean all I got's a screwdriver, a hammer, and an adjustable wrench. That's all I got.
A Crescent wrench? Yeah. Okay.
Crescent's a brand.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Adjustable wrench.
Oh, okay.
That's all I got. A Crescent wrench, a screwdriver, and a hammer, and a big hammer.
Is it
for tough jobs?
Is it straight or Phillips?
Well, it used to be straight, but I pried too hard with it.
Now it's Phillips.
Now it's just crooked.
Oh, okay. Bunch of old keys. Can't throw them out. Never know what you. I bet that sounds pretty good, though.
Yeah. Well, I guess it runs in the family, because my dad has a bunch of old keys.
Adios, Flyover County. Yeah.
I was working on a pop-up last winter, and the people dropped it off, and I didn't have a key. I couldn't get in the thing. And I went and got my keys. I went through all my keys, didn't find anything. Went and got Dad's keys. The very first key I put in the lock, turned it, and I got in the camper. And then the woman wanted to buy my key. I'm like, no, that ain't my key. It's Dad's key. Because she didn't have keys for it either. She bought it in an auction.
Oh, you helped Fry the stocky service van.
Yay!
Glad we could do that. Is it metric or standard? Your adjustable wrench.
It's China, so it's both.
It's Chinesium?
Yeah, it's Chinesium, so it's kind of both. It's kind of in between. So yeah, Dave, I don't know, but I just saw need for a mobile guy. That was the first one in this area. Probably the first one within a couple states here.
He worked for a dealership.
Yeah, and every day, 2 or 3 people called and said, can you please come here and work on this? Because it's on the river lot. I got a porch built around it. I ain't got nothing to move it with. Can you play? We'd go, nope, sorry, we don't do that. So I thought, well, I can do that.
So he took our Dodge Caravan and did that.
Yep, took the seats out of it, put Luan on the floor and pegboard on the walls, and covered it with parts, filled it with parts and tools, and started my mobile RV service. Yep. A little over 26 years ago.
Kids were little. Yeah.
Yep. That's how I got started. Look at me now. I got a screwdriver, and I got a hammer, and I got an adjustable wrench.
And it's called a monkey wrench. Thank you, Jerry. Because there's a monkey wrenching with it.
No, there is a monkey wrench, but that ain't a crescent wrench. Look it up. Google it. because I've seen monkey wrenches. I know, Jerry, right? It is finally from
You
the
guys.
from the 1st of December to
You guys.
the end of August.
You guys. You're killing me. Hello, Henry. We're glad to see you are here from Southwest New Mexico. Good to have you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a good time tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hopefully y'all have had a good time.
Yep. Oh, comments. Y'all probably noticed, especially, a lot of you guys and gals been in here for a long time watching my stuff. I'm not answering every video. Gosh, it's getting close to an hour. I don't answer every comment anymore. I do read every comment and I give them a heart and a thumbs up. But I was when I was going through old comments to get ideas for the live stream tonight, I went to Held for Review. There was a bunch of comments in that folder. Some were language, because we like to keep this YouTube channel very, very PG. Actually, we like to keep it G, unless I'm working on sewer. And yeah, there was a bunch of comments in there. Some were language, some were for you can't put links in a comment. But some of them, I don't know why they were in there, because I think Red, one of your comments was in there. I have no idea why, but it was Held for Review. So yeah, if you don't at least get a thumbs up and a heart on your comment, that's probably because it went in that Held for Review
folder that he doesn't look at.
That I very seldom ever look at, because those comments don't really matter.
But sometimes they do now.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah, you'll have to start looking in there.
Because
well, fiddlesticks.
You'd be surprised at what some people try and comment, because I have all those words blocked. Wow. Well, guys, I'm at the end of my notes. I'm right there. So the comments Held for Reviews was my last note. So that's all I got for tonight. Don't forget the Hershey PA show next month, September 11th through the 15th, at the largest RV show in America. And we will be doing our meetup on Friday the 13th between 1 and 2 in the hall outside of the rink. I'm assuming that's a skating rink. So, Elrad, your plane ticket is in the mail.
Well, no, we're sending the plane to him.
Yeah. Well, he wants a ticket now.
Well, no, you're getting the what was it? The pallet. You're getting the pallet jet. Come on, dude. Well, yeah, the pallet jet's will come and get you.
When the pallet jet shows up, you just get on it, Elrad.
Yeah, and it'll bring you right where you need to go.
Either ship the donuts ahead or bring them with you. Better probably ship some ahead and bring some with you. Who knows? You might get here with them.
Red, it might have been.
Yeah, I don't know. No, there was no language in it. I'm pretty sure it was your comment, but yeah.
No.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you. We really do.
Yeah. So we might do one more of these before the Hershey show. We might not. I don't know. It's just 2 weeks away.
We might do one from the Hershey show.
Well, that's what I was kind of thinking. We might actually do that during the meetup. What would you think of that?
Yeah.
What would you think if I read the rules and it's not against the rules? The only thing we're not allowed to do, they said we could do anything. I think that's scary.
That's scary. Except have a knife or a gun.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, you can't sell anything. What is it? You can do anything you want during the meetup, except you can't sell anything, or you can't sell memberships and stuff like that. So that's that's wide open.
All right.
So yeah, I thought that was funny. Yeah, but if you are coming to the Hershey show,
Please come and see us.
please
We would
come and
love to
see
meet
us.
you.
We would love to meet you. And don't bring any weapons because they're not going to let you in, even a pocket knife.
Yeah.
Which
So the hillbilly will be naked.
I thought that was odd.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's it. Night, guys and gals.
Good night.
We'll see you next time. We're going to end the stream now.
Ending.
Ending.
We are ended.
We're ended.